I'm Wes from Recommended Playing, and this guide will walk you through unlocking all of the achievements in, oh boy, one take, let's do this. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX+Alpha. Easily one of the worst names of all time for a DLC or game for that matter. I'll just be referring to it as Super Dead Rising 3 from now on. This DLC is exclusive to the Xbox platform. If you want to play it, you'll need to get the Apocalypse Edition on Xbox. There is no way to play it on any other platform currently. There are 27 achievements to collect, but the ones you really need to focus on are District Wizard, for getting an S rank on every district, Arcade Collector, for finding all of the hidden arcade machines, which goes into the whole crew for unlocking every costume. Outside of a few gameplay related achievements, that's the main focus. S ranking every district and unlocking every costume and using their super attacks. If you want to see the entire raw gameplay for Super Dead Rising 3, for more details you can head over to the Rec Play Gameplay Archive channel. There will be a playlist featuring the entire single player experience. Check the description or pinned comment for a link. Super Dead Rising 3 is a multiplayer focused DLC, which means a slew of online only achievements. Let's go over the multiplayer achievements first. Depending on your perspective, the multiplayer achievements are thankfully a lot easier to get this time around. These can be done at any time, and you're free to combine these with the other achievements, like Super to use every costume's special attack. Super Dead Rising 3 is multiplayer focused, but it lacks matchmaking. This means you don't need to worry about a dead user base. Just grab your friends and you can start hitting up these achievements. There are 3 multiplayer achievements. The first is to complete a district with 4 players. This is extremely simple. Just set up a 4-player game and invite 3 of your friends. I'll freely admit that I haven't played this online at all, but Super Dead Rising 3 is very easy to get through outside of the final stage. You should just fire up Ingleton, the first stage, and after beating it with 4 people, you'll get the All for One achievement. Going along with that, you need to come in first place for the overall district. This is an easy feat. Every district is broken down into 5 stages, so you just have to outperform your companions throughout each of the stages. For this, you can just pick a winner and let them focus on getting the most points while everyone else kind of schlubs around, not really pulling their weight. The typical online experience. As long as you complete the district, you should be able to win and get this achievement. Since this is a 4-player achievement, you should make sure that you repeat this process with the 3 other players in your group. Cycle through who the winner will be so all 4 of you can finish the champion achievement before moving on. While doing this, use various costumes to make individual progress. Now, the last multiplayer achievement is to play with 10 unique players. This is another one that's worth colluding for. You'll want to find some like-minded individuals and play games with them. One note here, but after you finish the champion achievement, you should just let other people win the round so they can finish as well. All you need to do is ensure that you complete the district. These are, again, best done in Ingleton since it's the shortest and easiest to get through by a huge margin. During this time, you should focus on using costumes you haven't yet to save yourself some time grinding later. Finding 10 unique players 10 plus years after the game came out will be difficult, but it will take you at least 4 play sessions. 3 unique players per district, 3 times gets you to 9 unique players played with. Then you'll need at least a duo with 1 new person to get to that 10. You should absolutely manage this yourself. Write down the Xbox profiles of the people that you've played with. This will make sure that you're not wasting time queuing up with the same individuals over and over again. That's all for the kind of abstract multiplayer achievements. I personally haven't played any multiplayer in Super Dead Rising 3, but nothing here is anything special or requires any further explanation. I bet it's pretty fun for an afternoon with your buddies, but Super Dead Rising 3 is a bit bare bones in terms of substance otherwise. Now onto the main game and all the single player achievements. Starting off, your goal is to get a feel for Super Dead Rising 3. You should pick a costume and fire up the first level, Ingleton. I'm gonna go with default Nick here, almost entirely because I'm gonna work through each character systematically. Your goal in this first pass of Ingleton is to set a very bad score. This is because you have to beat one of your previous best records for the Pumping Quarters achievement. We're also going to try and get as many power-ups as possible and find Ingleton's 2 hidden arcade cabinets. So let's get into it. Your initial goal is to kill 50 zombies. This is a simple task. Run into the zombie horde and start attacking everything. Super Dead Rising 3 is a bit of a button masher. You can try out the X, Y, and B buttons for various combos. After your initial killing of some of the zombies, you might be damaged. Head around the Dilly Diner to find some meat. This is the first power-up pickup for the Power-Up Sampler achievement. Next, continue to find a chest in the fenced-off area. Smash it to collect the cash. Zenny won't be a problem eventually, but right now it is a little important. Now run back out to the zombies to finish off the 50 kills. As soon as your super bar is filled, press RB. This will trigger the Mecha Dragon Smash special attack. This is required for the super achievement. Make sure that you use your super at least one time. Shouldn't be a problem though, you'll be using it on cooldown. Once the 50 zombies are finally defeated, the gate will unlock. Run to the gold combo vehicle power-up, that's another one for Power-Up Sampler. Drive the junk bike forwards. You can try and collect Zenny along the way, but it's not overly important. Just focus on getting to the next area. As you ramp over the truck, you can try and pick up the S-Tank. This is another +1 to Power-Up Sampler if you manage to grab it. Now you'll want to turn left past the helicopter to continue towards the graveyard. If you can, you should jump the ramp to pick up the Yashichi power-up, another +1. Don't feel bad about missing any of these though. We'll be running through Ingleton, at least 16 times. Turn right at the end of the street and enter the graveyard. There are several power-ups to collect immediately. On your right is an S-Tank if you missed it on the way here. Now turn to your left and a little forward to pick up the shield. This is super armor, one more power-up down. Continue left and head into the mausoleum. Smash the 2 chests inside and grab the Zenny. There's also another Yashichi in here if you missed it. Smash your way outside and kill zombies. You'll need to reorient yourself to the start of the level and kill zombies on the way to the gold vehicle upgrade. This is for the roller hog this time around. You need to kill 750 zombies, so drive around in the roller hog. This is a pretty long endeavor. Just be careful not to flip it over. There are quite a few roller hog power-ups nearby, but it's ideal not to flip. If you do flip, like I will, of course, look around the map for more power-ups. This time I went for the missile launcher. This is about midway up the left side of the cemetery. I opted to grab this and the POW power-up as well. That's 2 more down. Again, if you don't pick these up right away, it's fine. There are a lot of chances down the line. That being said, it is ideal to stay on the roller hog the entire time. If you pick up the missile launcher, use it to blast yourself to a new roller hog and then continue driving around. Your goal is to keep driving around and collecting kills until you get very close to finishing the 750 required. At this point, you should actually slow down and stop. Your goal for this first pass is to set a very bad score that's beatable later on. Get yourself to around 730 or so kills, and then kill time on the clock by just waiting around. This will reduce your time bonus score at the end. I opted to ditch my roller hog with 735 kills. Then I opted to get some kills and run around looking for Zenny and any other power-ups I may have missed. Otherwise, just kill the clock, and once you're down to around 20 seconds or so, you can finish out the remaining kills. During this time, I opted to head towards the funeral home. You can find an airstrike support item here. That's 1 more pickup for Power-Up Sampler. A bit more time killing the clock, and then I finished my last 4 kills. That's the first level of Ingleton complete, the first of many, I assure you. If you didn't die during the stage and buy back in using Zenny, you'll get the first achievement. This is the perfect achievement for getting a perfect bonus. You get this for not dying. Stage 2 starts you in front of Rhonda's Rancho-Rama. Your goal is to head to the hamburger fiefdom directly in front of you. Try to avoid killing zombies at this part and just make your way inside. You should clear yourself a path in if you need to. Inside the hamburger fiefdom is the first arcade machine. Pick up the Street Fighter arcade machine at the back near the exits. That's the first of 8 arcade machines. You'll also get the Sense of Nostalgia achievement for finding 1 arcade machine. Now head to your left and start smashing the generator, your main objective. There's not really much need for complexities here. Just mash buttons and take out the generator. Zombies will likely swarm you, but they'll likely die from collateral damage of you swinging your weapon wildly, or using your super. The next generator is at the top of the movie theater. You should head to your right. There will be a large cluster of zombies here. Try not to die like I did. If you did, just buy back in. Use your supers if you need to clear a path. If you took critical HP, like I did, make a quick detour into Hamburger Fiefdom for a health restore. Now continue back eastbound towards the movie theater. You should pick up the air support if you have space or missed it in round 1. Now jump through the window into the liquor store. There's an S-Tank, Yashichi, and meat in here, so stock up. Exit to the streets now and use a super to clear the zombies in your way. Continue east and finally enter the movie theater. Grab the POW on the way in, and then continue up the stairs on your right. At the top, clear any zombies and then loop around to the left and head to the rooftops. Once you're on the roof, just head straight forward and drop down to the liquor store roof below you. The next generator is right here. Smash it and any zombies in your way. You can use your super liberally here and collect another S-Tank on the roof to refill it. Once the generator is smashed, collect anything you may want from the roof and then jump back down to ground level. Clear the zombies and then head into Roy's Mart. There's a third generator inside. Grab the super armor while you're heading in. Then just head to the final generator and smash it. Take out any zombies that get close to you during this time. Once the generator's down, your next goal is to return to the start and smash the doors to the Rentrorama. You should leave Roy's Mart and use your super to clear a path across the street. Make sure to grab the POW power-up and head to the garage doors. You should use basic attacks as well as your super to smash the door. Once you've smashed the door, you'll need to kill 500 zombies. You can take a detour upstairs for some extra zenny if you want. Otherwise, get the gold vehicle power-up. This is a turret rig this time. You should drive around Ingleton shooting zombies with the turret rig. Make your way around to the movie theater and shoot all of the zombies around. You should get the Cleaning the Streets achievement for killing 1,000 zombies at this point. That's about 800 in the first round of Ingleton and another 500 right here. Easy. Work your way back to the Rentrorama shooting zombies around the area now. You should do this just like in the first round. Get very close to the 500 kills and then wait for the clock to tick down. I accidentally finished early, but you can get a much lower score by letting the clock tick down as much as you can. Just make sure that you do get your 500 kills before the clock hits 0. And that's one more round down. On to round 3, the bonus round. The goal here is to smash the giant sedan, and we're just not going to. Start by heading to your left and smashing the chest and collect all of the zenny that you can. Now move backwards to find another chest. Make sure that you smash this one and collect the zenny here as well. There is a third chest, so head over to it near the sedan and smash it for even more zenny. Now you should grab the S-Tank so you have a full super bar for the next round. And now you just let the timer run down. Don't attack the sedan like I did here. Your goal is to get a garbage score so that you can beat it easily later. Just wait for the timer to run down and the bonus round is over and you just got a terrible score. Great work. Round 4 is up next, rescuing survivors in the north side of Ingleton. The best route here is actually to immediately turn around and head backwards. Head into Aduna Boxing Gym. Smash your way towards the ring and grab the survivor. Now you have to get back out of Aduna and head to your right and smash the barrel for some zenny if you want before heading up the nearby staircase. You'll want to head into the buffet now. Cross through the kitchen collecting zenny and pass into the main restaurant area. There's another survivor to grab, so snatch her up and turn around to exit at the north end. On the way out, grab the 1942 arcade machine. This is the last one in Ingleton. Head left now and get out of the buffet and head to your right. Try and avoid the football zombies with bombs by sprinting past them. You should be able to avoid them. When you get close to the crowd of zombies, use Nick's super to clear a path. You should get invincibility frames which will protect you from the explosion from the football zombies. After clearing out the immediate area, jump onto the roof of the little shanty next to the house. Now use that to boost onto the roof. On the left side of this roof is another survivor. Head left and pick him up. Immediately jump to the next house, turn to your right, and then drop off the roof back to ground level. You should enter the house from the back side now. Grab some zenny from inside and find a survivor in the bedroom. That's one more rescued and only 5 more to go. Exit back out the way that you came in. You'll want to head westbound now. Smash the fences in your way or jump over them. You should collect any zenny that you see and take out some zombies, but again, we want a bad score. At the end of the line, head into the last house on your left. There's a survivor in the kitchen, so work your way around and rescue her. That's 5 of 9. Leave the house now and work your way forward towards the streets. You want to avoid killing zombies, so loop around the dangerous groups. I dumped my airstrike in a safe place and picked up another one off the military truck. Then make for the next survivor located on the taxi. This is 6 of 9. There is another power-up by the taxi. This is a T-Tank. It's meant to trick you. You will need to pick this up for the power-up sampler achievement though. Grab the T-Tank to turn into Tofu from the Resident Evil games. This is a downgrade. You cannot attack and you will take increased damage. The next survivor is in Shavy's garage, so head there now. A football zombie with a bomb will likely kill you through contact damage, but this is intentional, Rick. Buy back in using 1000 Zenny. This removes your perfect bonus at the end of the round and as a result will reduce your score. Exactly what we're looking for. Now head back into Shavy's garage and grab the 7th survivor. You're likely getting swarmed by zombies at this point, so you can use your super to clear the area out. The next survivor is on the military truck on your right. Avoid combat here and get onto the roof of the truck. Grab the second to last survivor now. The final survivor is in the butcher shop close by. You likely still have a lot of time, so head inside and just wait around. This area is relatively zombie free, so wait around to kill the clock so you can get a very bad score. You have lots of time to tick down, but I got bored with 60 seconds left, so I opted to just finish it then. You should probably wait until there's about 20 seconds left or so for an even worse score, if you can handle that. One more round down, and it's time for the final round. In this round, start off by picking up the regular vehicle power-up. This is a muscle car, but it's another power-up down. You'll want to drive around the corner, and when you get to the Rancho-Rama, you want to get out of your vehicle and head inside. Head upstairs into the office and you'll find the golden Yashichi. This is a hard-to-find power-up. And yes, it is different than the Yashichi. Grab it, and then find yourself another car from outside. Drive this towards your objective marker, southbound. I crashed my car and grabbed the Yashichi from the travel agency. Don't do this, it gives you more points. I opted to kill some time by hoofing it to the Chinese Opera House on foot for the final battle of Ingleton. Again, this is slower than driving, and slower means less points, which is what you care about. Once you pass the barrier, you'll have to fight the super zombie. Conveniently, on your right is the missile launcher. Grab it and start dumping ammo into the super zombie. Do this until you run out of ammo. Afterwards, you should use a combination of basic attacks as well as your super to damage the super zombie. The super zombie does get invincibility frames during some of its attacks, so run a fair distance away and then use your super to try and hit him. Once you've dumped the missile launcher into the boss, it should only take a few connections with your super to take it down. There's also several S-tanks around the immediate area, so if you ever run out of supers, find one and refill and try to take out the super zombie. Shouldn't be much of an issue. After you beat the super zombie, it will be time for a Zenny Bonanza! This is a chance to grab some extra Zenny before the round, and as a result, the district ends. Grab whatever you can. That's the district completed, and you'll get the Up to No Good achievement for completing Ingleton. You should also get the 10 stacks achievement for collecting 10,000 Zenny. If you don't get the 10 stacks achievement, you'll get it eventually. It's inevitable. Through diligence and playing badly, I only got an A rank. This is actually perfect, since we need to get an S rank, which will be a better score. So, the Pumping Quarters achievement is in the bag. As long as you get an A or lower score, you're golden. If you didn't, you'll probably have to do this in a separate district. That's part 1 of Nick done, but now it's time to do everything all over again. You should have earned more than enough Zenny to buy the next costume for Nick. You should exit back out to the main menu, swap the level to Ingleton again, and then make your new lobby. Buy yourself Tuxedo Nick now, and use him in Ingleton. Your goal this time is to beat your previous best score and get an S ranking for Ingleton. Now your goal is actually to play well. This shouldn't be overly difficult to S rank Ingleton. Start by immediately running forward and shooting the zombies with your basic shooting attack. This is a good way to safely clear the horde out. Once you've got enough for your super, make sure that you use it so you get credit with Tuxedo Nick for the achievement. Clearing 50 zombies shouldn't be too big of a deal. Once you're done, make sure to grab the junk bike and head for the graveyard. Do your best to collect kills and Zenny as you head there. Try for the Yashi Chi near the barbershop for some extra points. Then get into the cemetery to start the 750 kills. Load up on an S-Tank as you make your way to the combo vehicle power-up. Now this time, try to get as many kills as possible for a sizable time bonus compared to your first time around. This is exactly the same as before, so I won't go into much detail. Just make your way around the cemetery collecting kills. If you ever lose the roller hog, look for another power-up nearby and continue using it. Otherwise, that's round 1 completed, likely with a much higher score than the first time we did this. On to round 2, and round 2 is exactly the same as well. Start by jumping off the truck and heading into Hamburger Fiefdom. This time, you can try to avoid zombies, but points are actually important. You can use Tuxedo Nick's slide attack. It's good for getting around while collecting kills. A quick super works in a pinch as well. But otherwise, get to the first generator and start blasting. You can use your gun's attack or choose to melee. The damage output of your melee attacks versus just firing with your guns should be pretty similar. Using a super is a good idea, they do a lot of damage. Once the first generator is cleared, make your way to the Paradise Platinum screen's roof once again. Spam the slide to get through the horde of zombies and grab an airstrike. Now you should head into the liquor store. Grab all of the power-ups inside for points and get back to the street. Follow the signs to the movie theater. Grab the power and run upstairs. Once you're on the roof, drop down to find the next generator. Now just start unloading on the generator. A super is a great idea, as is just unloading on it with bullets. Once you've cleared the generator, drop down and head into Roysmart. Once again, you should use the slide to clear through the horde to get to the generator at the back. Use your range attack and supers to clear out the generator. That's the 3rd generator down, and your task is now to destroy the garage door at the Rencho-Rama. Same shtick as before. Use Tuxedo Nick's slide attack to get through the horde to the Rencho-Rama. Grab the POW along the way and use whatever attacks you see fit to break down the garage door. Spamming supers is a great option. You can also resort to some of your melee attacks when the horde gets close to you. Once the gates are down and the zombies are cleared, you can run inside. The missile launcher is a trap, just get straight into the turret rig. Drive around the map blasting everything with the turret rig. Clear out as many zombies as possible as fast as possible. Start by heading back to the movie theater and clearing the zombies around, then double back. I did manage to get the power-up sampler achievement here because I picked up the option A. This is in the middle of the street. If you get the achievement here, that's great. If not, there's plenty of opportunities. Head back around to the Rencho-Rama now and clear zombies in the area. You should do your best to clear close to the 500, and then when you're close, finish the 500 and kill zombies for extra points. This will help you get an S rank later down the line. But that's round 2 completed. Now on to the bonus round. If you followed my advice last time, the bonus round was not completed successfully. Time to change that for the S rank. This time you should ignore the chests and head straight for the giant sedan. Fire your guns at it as you approach, then start unloading supers. You will want to try to angle yourself so your final shot goes through the car to hit the other side. Then you should head around to the other corner and do another super. Your goal is to blast the 4 doors, the trunk, and the hood off the car. This is pretty tight time-wise, but you get points just for attacking the sedan. This means that even if you're unsuccessful, you should be doing much better than your first pass through Ingleton. Successful or not, you'll be done round 3, and it's time for round 4. Round 4 is rescuing survivors again, and it's no different than last time. Start by immediately turning around and shooting the barrel for Zenny. Now enter Aduna Boxing Gym. Clear the immediate area of zombies and grab the POW. Now head into the ring and pick up the survivor. Double back out of Aduna Boxing Gym to the streets and head for the staircase on your right. Turn right again to get into the buffet. Pass through the kitchen and grab the second survivor. Use Nick's gun to shoot your way out of the buffet to collect kills. Now to the north side of Ingleton. Use the invincibility granted by your super to avoid the football zombies, or just tank it like I do here. Once you get to the crowd, use another super or slide through to pass through the horde. Now climb onto the shanty and then onto the roof. Cross to the front of the roof and rescue the 3rd survivor. Now hop over to the next roof. You can pick up the missile launcher here and use it to kill zombies on the street. Once that's finished, you should head to the back of the house and drop down. Enter the house now and clear the zombies on the way to the 4th survivor. If you need health, take a detour into the kitchen and then double back outside. Head westbound now. Shoot or jump over the fences until you reach the last house on the left. You can take out the chest for Zenny before heading inside. Head into the kitchen now and rescue the 5th survivor. On the way out, grab the meat and POW and head to the street. Jump onto the Humvee and grab the missile launcher. Use this to clear zombies around the area until you're out of ammo. Then jump onto the military truck on your right and grab the airstrike. Use your option A if you still have it from round 2. Use the airstrike near Shavy's garage and pick up the shield for points and buffs. Head into the garage now and grab the next survivor. Now head back outside. You can use a Super or Tuxedo Nick slide to head back to the survivor on the taxi. Make sure to pick him up. Now head right and get onto the next military truck for the 8th survivor. Clear the area of zombies and then head into Big Bull's Quality Meats. Make sure to grab the S-Tank and then head to the back for the final survivor. Clear as many zombies as you can as the round ends. That's round 4 complete. If you're around 600,000 points, you should be in good shape to get the S rank going into the final round. Starting the final round, immediately get into your vehicle. Your goal is just to speed around this part, so drive your car and don't flip it like I do here. If you do, you can head into the Rencho-Rama and grab the golden Yashichi from the office. This should be unnecessary. But otherwise, double back downstairs and get yourself another vehicle. Do your best to grab the Yashichi from the travel agency while in your car. If you bail out, grab another vehicle and make for the Chinese Opera House. When you pass the barrier, you'll have to fight a super zombie once again. Grab the nearby missile launcher and start unloading into it. Once the missile launcher is depleted, use your super to take out the super zombie's remaining health. It should only take a couple of supers. If it is still alive, resort to your slide or just shooting it from afar. Once you've beaten the super zombie, enjoy your Zenny Bonanza. Make sure to take out as many zombies as you can during this time for extra points. Any point total over 695,000 for Ingleton is an S rank. Aiming for 700,000 is a sure thing. It should be a fairly easy task to get enough points. You'll know you got it well before the final score is tallied up. These take a long time. It's brutal. You will get the District Rookie achievement for S ranking any district. You'll also get the achievement Pumping Quarters for beating your previous best score. For me, this was an A to S rank. But we're not quite done grinding in Ingleton just yet. We really want to unlock better costumes before attempting the other districts because, well, they're just better, and that makes it easier. Using the better costumes versus the starting costumes, it's seriously like playing two totally different games. I'm going to suggest replaying Ingleton one more time here as either Nick or Tuxedo Nick. This is all so we can unlock the Ryu costume for Nick, which requires completing any district 3 times. You've done Ingleton twice now back to back, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Just repeat this part again. If you happen to fail the S rank previously, this is required for the Ryu costume. You'll have another attempt here to S rank Ingleton. This is also another attempt to grab anything else you may have missed, like power-ups. You should play through Ingleton one more time, making sure to S rank it. Once you're done, it's finally time for some new content. Just like with Ingleton, we're going to do a run-through of Central City. This is to find the arcade machines. We're also going to do our best for an S rank this time around. Fire up Level Select and choose Central City. You're going to want to purchase the Ryu costume for Nick now. You'll need to have cleared 3 districts with Nick costumes, S-ranked Ingleton, and found the Street Fighter arcade machine. You'll have all the tasks complete if you've been following along. Pay the required Zenny and unlock Ryu Nick. This is easily Nick's best costume. Now start up Central City with Ryu Nick. The first round will be destroying bombs around the area. You'll want to run forward and go into the newsstand yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Start unloading on the big bomb inside. You'll see Ryu Nick's immediate power spike compared to the last 2 costumes. Once it's destroyed, head outside and towards the T-Rex statue on your left. There is a prison van nearby. You'll want to climb onto the hood and get onto the roof to find another bomb. Pummel this one until it's destroyed. If you happen to fall off, or whenever there's a crowd of zombies, just use the Tatsumaki, or Hurricane Kick. This is very spammable, and very useful for clearing through a crowd of zombies. Once the second bomb is destroyed, you'll want to head westbound. The third bomb is up on the ramp. Use the Tatsumaki to plow through zombies and collect kills while moving towards the bomb. On top of the ramp, you should unload into the big bomb to destroy it. Once you've destroyed these bombs, the next area will open up. Double back to yesterday, today, and tomorrow and grab the POW before turning left. You should now head up the stairs and grab the missile launcher from the outdoor dining area. Use the missile launcher to head west through the area to get to Maximus Infinity. Inside, you should pick up the option A and use it immediately, and then head downstairs. One more bomb to smash here, and you can collect the Zenny before heading back upstairs and to the shopping street. This time, head northwest to get to Z and E. The next bomb is in the back room. This is another simple destruction. Spam your strongest attacks, and you can choose to use a super if you wish. Once the second bomb is destroyed, the next area will open up. Head back out to the shopping area now, and turn right to get back to the street. You can optionally break this chest for more Zenny. Head down to the motorcycles and grab one. Your goal is to drive to the entrance of the cruise ship, but you need to take a quick detour for an arcade machine. When you pass by the police station, you should get off your motorcycle. Now head up the nearby staircase to find the illegal safe house. The Captain Commando arcade machine is here, so make sure that you collect it. You can grab the power-ups inside and then clear the zombies inside the safe house as well. Now exit and jump back down to ground level. Don't mess around like me looking for the entrance. It's at the far east side by the wall. You can't miss it, and you should just head straight there. Now, inside the cruise ship, there is one final bomb. All you have to do is head straight through the path, taking out anything in your way. Using a few supers is a good plan, otherwise you should spam the hurricane kick. When you clear the area and get to the bomb, just smash it using basic combos or your super. Once you take it out, the round is over. Take out any remaining zombies for bonus points as the round ends. The second round is defeating a slew of more powerful zombies. Shouldn't be too much trouble for this overpowered costume. Head to the left side immediately to take out the first zombie. You can use basic combos here for this first one. The next target zombie is on the left side as well. You should aim for it and unload a super. This will one-shot the zombie if you can connect, and all of the other ones around it as well. This makes this round super easy, by the way. Super the group and then head to the right side and continue up the street. The next zombie is on the walking path to the stage. Grab the POW and unleash another super to instantly destroy the zombie. Now continue eastbound to the stage. Make sure to snag the S tank to refill your meter on the way. The next target zombie is on the stage, so climb up and prime another super to take it out. Now you'll want to keep moving towards the tennis courts. You guessed it, use another super to take out the zombie. Make sure to break the fence first, otherwise you're going to use 2 supers. Once you've toasted the next zombie, head to your right for another S tank to refill your meter. You can work your way around the tennis courts for additional Zenny and power-ups, but your goal is to head to the Burgess Dawson Hotel outdoor dining area. Blast the next target zombie with a super, and then you're free to continue forward. You can check out the Colombian Roastmasters nearby for some healing if you need it, then you should head eastbound up the alleyway nearby. Climb onto the roof to find zombies and a missile launcher. You should pick this up, then drop down and start blasting the target zombie and others around with the missile launcher. Once that's cleared out, there's only one zombie left. You can head into the salon for some extra Zenny and healing items, but just head back to the police station now. One final super, and the last zombie is completely toasted and the round is over. You should get a massive time bonus for beating this round so quickly. Seriously, the higher tier costumes just make this a joke. Round 3 is up next. This one is easily the most difficult of these little bonus stages as far as I'm concerned. You have to drive around with Dead Rising 3's physics in a top-down view. This is a nightmare. Just do your best to try and shoot as many bikers as you can. The 20 kills target is absolutely ludicrous, and I have not and will never complete it. If you want some advice for this part, I would suggest driving backwards as much as possible. A lot of the time, the bikers will try and charge you head-on. If you are backing up, you can shoot them easier than attempting to chase. But you'll have to find out what works for you. Just try and get as many points as possible as you can in this round. It's pretty insane, and way too difficult for what it is. But when that's over, round 4 is up. This is retrieving vehicles and returning to the Rentrorama. This is a huge amount of just running around. Start the round immediately by heading to your right and grabbing the nearby forklift. This is just a quick trip back to the Rentrorama now. The next vehicle is also in this same direction. It's almost all the way to the highway though. You'll want to try and avoid zombies if you can, but you can defeat them for bonus points. Use your hurricane kick and supers to clear yourself a path so that you can sprint. The next bike is guarded by a series of bikers. A super will knock them over and then you can defeat them or ignore them and grab the vehicle. If you want the points, taking them out is pretty easy. Once you're on the bike, drive carefully. If you lose the vehicle, you'll have to head back to its spawn point and try again. This takes a lot of extra time. You don't want to do that. Drive the Thrasher back to the Wrench-O-Rama now. This shouldn't be too big of a deal, just drive carefully. Once you're back, you want to head directly westbound. Use the Hurricane Kick to clear zombies in your way as you pass by the museum. You need to head all the way to the police station once again. You can stop on a prison bus for an option A. Drop an airstrike if you have it to free up some space. But continue westbound, taking out all zombies in your path. Once again, you can use your super to quickly clear a path to the vehicle. Run up and grab the police car now. Drive this eastbound carefully but quickly back to the Wrench-O-Rama. Do not roll or crash it. Once you're back, it's time to head directly south. Your next target is at the hospital. There's tons of zombies on this road, so try and avoid them or plow through them with a super or your hurricane kicks. Once you arrive at the hospital, grab the ambulance. This is a fairly short trip back to the Wrench-O-Rama, so drop it off, and there's only one more vehicle left to go. The last vehicle is on the roof of the Burgess Dawson Hotel, but there's one more arcade cabinet to get. Head into the Burgess Dawson and then pass through to the lower level. You'll want to head into Columbian Roastmasters quickly to grab the Ghosts and Goblins arcade machine. That's all of Central City's arcade cabinets finished. Now, time's a tickin', so head back into the Burgess Dawson Hotel. Head up the stairs on the left side and work your way to the rooftop. The last vehicle is right here. You'll want to get in and launch yourself off the roof. Hopefully you don't crash, but if you do, sprint yourself back up to the roof to get yourself a replacement. Hopefully you don't have to do that, but otherwise get yourself back to the Wrench-O-Rama. This is just a quick trip northeast. Pick up as many kills as you can along the way. That's round 4 complete and you're almost finished Central City. All that's left is the final round. This is a quick zombie killing task in the museum. Run around and slaughter 50 zombies as quickly as possible. The Hurricane Kick makes this very quick. You can also grab the nearby missile launcher. Keep killing zombies and a super zombie will spawn in. Grab the nearby POW and look for the electric staff in the center of the arena. Grab this to quickly take out the first super zombie. That's right, first. Once you've defeated the super zombie, 2 more super zombies will spawn in. This is a task for your supers. Start spamming your super, and you should be able to take out the super zombies extremely quickly. Once you run out of supers, you can look around for more power-ups, or just take them out with basic attacks and your Hurricane Kick. Once both super zombies are defeated, you'll get another Zenny Bonanza, and you should try and defeat more zombies and grab extra power-ups or points before the district is over. While your points are tallying up, you'll get the Big City achievement for completing Central City. Hopefully, you also scored over 1,000,000 points here for the S rank. I managed this on my first attempt without any real optimizations and kind of winging it, so it shouldn't be much of a problem for you. You'll need to keep track yourself whether or not you've got an S rank on a district. If you happen to fail getting an S rank, you'll have to go back and try it again with a different costume potentially. We may as well let it ride, and keep using Ryu Nick and head into the next district. This time it's Sunset Hills. Nothing new to unlock yet. This is just heading off to Sunset Hills for another S rank. You should pick Nick in his Ryu cosplay, of course. The first round in Sunset Hills just requires you to get into Sunset Hills from the South Almuda train station. Start by using Hurricane Kicks to clear the zombies to get to the motorcycle. This is another simple driving segment. Just drive fast, but carefully until you get into the train station. Head up the staircase and you'll be forced off the bike. You should head upstairs on foot now. You'll want to clear the zombies in the stores for extra points. This should be super easy. Just keep spamming the Hurricane Kick while you collect the various power-ups inside the stores. In the store on the left of the gate, you can find the minigun. This is a good choice for clearing the remaining zombies and put some progress on the gate. Once you've cleared out most of the zombies, turn your attention to smashing the gate. All of your attacks are viable here, but save your supers for the next section. Once the gate is down, head up the staircase. Before you do anything, grab the Darkstalkers arcade machine from the right side. Now you can turn your attention to the bikers. A single super will knock them over, and then you can pummel them to death easily. Make sure to grab the S-Tank on your right near the arcade machine once you're finished to go into round 2 with a full meter. That should give you some pretty hefty points, and now it's time for round 2. Round 2 in Sunset Hills is rescuing survivors. This one's pretty annoying and has some awkward platforming and forced backtracking, so brace yourself. The first survivor is immediately on your left, just outside the tennis courts, so go ahead and sprint for him now. When you pick him up, work your way around towards the street. Do not jump below. Head to the crashed semi-truck. You should avoid the T-tank, this is tofu and a trap. Get onto the semi and pick up the next survivor. Drop down and clear the zombies around you. Now head into the Bite the Bull restaurant. There's a survivor here, so make a beeline for her. Immediately beside her is the Power Stone arcade machine. Make sure to pick it up before heading outside Bite the Bull. That's both Sunset Hills arcade machines down. And Power Stone rocks the house, by the way. Head back out the way that you came in. This time head for the large ramp in front of you. Run to the left side and use the hurricane kick to clear a path. When you get to the wall, jump over it to the street. On your left is another semi-truck. Clear some zombies around it for points. A super is a good idea. Once you've cleared the zombies, climb up the hood of the crashed truck and boost yourself onto the roof. Then you can get yourself onto the roof of the toy store. You can destroy the drones here for extra points and smash the barrel and crate for more zenny. Your real objective is to boost off the AC unit to get yourself onto the next roof. There's another chest here, but you need to carefully drop down to the steel beam below for another survivor. This shouldn't be too difficult to get. If you do miss and fall off, you'll lose a lot of time because you need to double back. Once you have the survivor, drop down to ground level again. Use the hurricane kick to clear zombies and get yourself back up to that ramping road. This time head to the right side. There's a survivor just on the landing. Climb over the fence, grab a power up and smash the drone. Now you should grab the 5th survivor. Jump over the fence again and this time head all the way up the ramp. You'll be at the musician's house. Turn inside and you should head for the balcony area at the back. Here you'll find another survivor, so make sure to pick him up. Now there's another survivor directly below you. Jump off the railing and land onto the lower balcony below. You should be able to find another survivor here, so you should pick her up. Head back inside now and clear the zombies around the area. Pick up the option A in here as well. You can exit to the left side and double back around to climb the ramp one more time. This time, pass by the musician's house and dodge the football zombie before jumping over the wall. Keep clearing zombies as you move forward. You'll need to hop onto the next roof. Clear out a drone for points, and then grab a power-up and rescue the next survivor now. Now once again, drop off the roof to ground level. You should head inside the house you just dropped off of now. Make your way to the stairs, clearing zombies in your way. Loop around to your left while spamming the hurricane kick and you'll find another survivor next to a football zombie. This is a quick in and out, so grab it and double back. You can use a super for invincibility if you need to. Otherwise, quickly exit outside now using the nearby door. Don't jump off the balcony like I did here, or you'll waste time by having to run up the ramp, or looping all the way around to the musician's house staircase. Regardless, once you get to the top, you'll want to wrap around the house to find the staircase on the left side. Run up to the top and you'll find the final survivor in the corner. Run to her and pick her up. That's round 2 complete. Clear as many zombies as you can for a few extra points. Round 3 is up next. This is a simple run through a horde of zombies. Not much to discuss here. Just move forward and grab the missile launchers. Blast your way through the hordes as you run to your right. After your missile launcher runs out, resort to Old Faithful, the hurricane kick. There's another missile launcher upgrade nearby, so grab it along the way. Use this to make your way to the next set of power-ups, which are electric staffs. Grab one and move forward. 2 super zombies will spawn in now. The electric staff should make short work of both of them. Once you've depleted the ammo in the electric staff, you can finish them off using your supers. Alternatively, you can double back to grab a new electric staff, but you can do whatever you want. Once you're clear, grab the nearby power-ups and kill zombies for points before running to the plane. Smash the chest for bonus zenny, and that's round 3 completed. Round 4 is up next. This one's a pretty lengthy round of running around smashing generators, just like Ingleton round 2. Starting off, the first generator is immediately on your right. Head forward and smash it. Use whatever attacks you want, and if zombies get close, you should use the hurricane kick to kill them as well. Gets you a little bit of extra points. This generator opens up the garage, so head inside for power-ups if you want. When you're done, wrap around beside the house and pick up the missile launcher. Use the missile launcher to clear the streets as you head to Warren's house, the location of the next generator. Head down the driveway and start smashing the generator now. You can use a stocked item if you need to. Once you've smashed it, head inside to grab some power-ups if you need to. Now exit and head back up the driveway and turn right. As you pass through, grab the S-tank and then continue to the next generator. This one's outside the musician's house again. Clear the zombies in your way using supers or the hurricane kick. Use the supers liberally here because there's an S-tank inside the house. Grab it after you've smashed the generator. You can also grab a machine gun on your way out. Now continue forward and jump the wall to get to the next generator. This is on your right. You can use the machine gun to take this out very quickly. Now head inside for the shield power-up and another missile launcher. You should use the missile launcher to clear zombies as you sprint to your next objective. Your goal now is Kelsey's house. Grab the power-ups along the way. Drop off the balcony and head to the generator. Clear the zombies with supers or the hurricane kick, as usual. Start working down the generator now and smash it to bits. You'll get access to another machine gun in here, so grab it. You'll have to double back to get access to the northern street again. This is filled with zombies, so use the hurricane kick as you head eastbound for Big Bucks Hardware. In the parking lot is a POW power-up. You should pick this up, and then head to the generator and start working it down. 2 more left to go. These are both back westbound up the street. Use the hurricane kick to clear zombies in the way. You'll want to work your way up to the landslide. When you get there, turn to your right and head up the nearby staircase. At the top, you'll find the next generator. You should unload supers and your strongest attacks like the hurricane kick to clear zombies for points as you destroy the generator. Now head into the garage and pick up the S-tank and the electric staff. Head back outside now and turn to your right. Drop into the pool and clear it out using the electric staff. You should head all the way to the end and grab the Yashi Chi for bonus points. Now jump up out of the pool and get around the fence to make for Joey's house. Smash the glass and use a super to destroy the majority of zombies here. Now you should grab the nearby electric staff and head into the tennis courts below you. Use the electric staff to clear the zombies around for even more points. Once you're out of ammo, head back up to Joey's house. This is the final generator, so just unload into it until it breaks. Now, as usual, clear as many zombies as you can for bonus points as the round ends. Round 5, the last round in Sunset Hills. This is, as usual, a boss fight, but this time it's a new one. Start by heading forward and grabbing a motorcycle. You'll want to follow the arrows around the area. This is a simple driving segment, but basically just drive straight westbound to get to Ironside Bikes, then turn left. Head south down to the school, then turn eastbound towards the communications tower. Once you get to the end of the street, turn to your left to head northbound and around the landslide. Carefully jump the landslide, curve around past Joey's house, and then turn left at the end of the street. You'll be on the highway now. Snake around the buses and drive yourself all the way to the end. You'll get kicked off of your bike and you'll have to do a boss fight versus Akuma. Oh, sorry, Shadow Boss. Shadow Boss is a really obnoxious and annoying fight. Akuma's got a lot of his Street Fighter tricks. You should do your best to land supers and otherwise hit him with hurricane kicks. There are a lot of power-ups around the area, so if you ever run out, you can run for an S-tank to refill your supers. There's also a full heal in the corner. I actually don't have a great strategy for Akuma, unfortunately. It's mostly just spamming attacks until you can get him into a stunned state. Then you can land a super reliably on him. He'll dodge a lot of your attacks and your supers, but you will eventually be able to connect them. And when you do, it will deal a lot of damage. Super Dead Rising 3 is pretty easy overall, so just fight Akuma and you will win eventually. That's round 5 and one more district down. You'll get the achievement Suburbia for clearing Sunset Hills. Your target is again about 1,000,000 points for an S rank. If you did not get an S rank, make sure to come back later and get it done. You may want to try a different costume. I managed to get an S rank without really straining too hard, and this is really my first time finishing Sunset Hills. I also got the big money achievement here for collecting 100,000 Zenny. This will come naturally, and you'll need to get a lot more than that to unlock all of the costumes anyways. We may as well continue the ride, although, spoiler alert, South Almuda is pretty tough. Our main goal is just to get the arcade machines in South Almuda. Time to hit up South Almuda, although I think finishing it, especially with an S rank, is a far cry. It's possible, no doubt. But this run through will simply be to collect the last arcade cabinets and to try and get a 250 kill streak for the combo achievement. Start a new round and fire up South Almuda and choose Ryu Nick, our current best costume. We only care about getting to round 3 this time. We'll deal with the later rounds, well, later on. You should consider this acclimating yourself to the most difficult level in the game. Immediately upon starting, head left and start smashing the military supplies. Your score really doesn't matter this time around once again, so work on destroying the crates as fast as possible. Once the crates are down, head into the store on your left. Grab the various power-ups in here and then exit. This time, head south into Rocket's Red Glare. Feel free to grab some Zenny along the way. The next military supply cache is deep inside, so use the hurricane kicks to clear your way through the zombie horde to get to it. Afterwards, it's just a matter of smashing it and heading southbound. Once you've exited Rocket's Red Glare, grab the electric staff on your right. Use this to smash the nearby military supply crate. It should go down very quick from the electric staff. Now head to your left and hop the barricade. Immediately head south to enter the warehouse now. There will be several bikers and another supply cache here. A super is a great idea to clear out the bikers and deal some damage to the crate if you can snipe it. Otherwise, once you've cleared the cache, there are lots of power-ups around to pilfer. You should absolutely ignore them though, and just double back out to the street side. Make your way back to the streets one way or the other. Now destroy the next military supply crate next to the warehouse. Continue forward now, and you can take a quick detour into the courtyard for Zenny and health. Otherwise, continue forward to Bob's Super Tires. There's a Yashi-Chi and a chest here for points and Zenny, and then you can smash the drones for extra points. Now enter Bob's Super Tires, and the rival school's arcade machine is directly on your right. Make sure to pick this up as you pass through Bob's Super Tires. Now head north, and if you're a sniper with your Hadoukens, you can blow up the next military supply cache with 2 supers. Afterwards, you can quickly head back into Bob's Super Tires for an S-Tank to refill. Now run north again back to the military cache. This time head left into Annie's old-fashioned XXX supply. At the back of the store, head through the door to find the next set of military supplies. Smash the crates and clear out any zombies in the area if you wish. Now leave through the way that you came in. This time, turn to your right. The last military cache is in front of you. Use your super or hurricane kicks to clear zombies and head for the final cache. Smash it and you're done with round 1. Round 2 is up next, and this is collecting vehicles just like in Central City. This is also the best location to get a 250 kill streak, but more on that a little later. When the round starts, immediately head westbound. Use a super and hurricane kicks to clear the zombies as you work your way to the military blockade. Once you get to the end, do some platforming to grab an S-Tank, and smash the chest nearby if you wish. Otherwise, just head directly for the junk bike power-up. Grab it and drive it back to the Rancho-Rama. Drop it off, and there's 5 combo vehicles left. For Vehicle 2, head south and make your way towards the back alley towards the plane hangar. There are several football zombies here, so use supers liberally to clear them. Now head to the vehicle. This is the Party Slapper. Thankfully, you don't need to drive it very far. Get this back to the Rancho-Rama. Now you'll want to try and get yourself a 250 kill streak. As you head east towards the warehouse for the next vehicle, you should actively be trying to kill as many zombies as possible. Use your supers and hurricane kicks to collect a lot of zombies as you head through the streets. When you can, you should turn left into the Big Buck construction site. Head northeast spamming hurricane kicks until you can find yourself an electric staff. Pick this up and use it to zap zombies as you run around the construction site, and you should be able to get to the 250 kills required here before the upgrade runs out. If not, keep killing zombies until you hit the 250 kills required and get the combo achievement. Now you should head southbound and grab the turret rig from the gas station. This is a simple trip westbound to get back to the Rancho-Rama. The next vehicle is back at the Big Buck construction site. You should double back to where you picked up the electric staff. This shouldn't be too much of a problem, just sprint there, you've killed most of the zombies in your way. This time you should jump onto the nearby military truck to boost yourself up to the 2nd level of the under construction building. Head forward and pick up the roller hog. Drive this off the nearby ramp to get back to ground level. Now it's just a matter of driving this back to the Rancho-Rama. It's just a quick little trip. Now you'll have to run all the way back to the huge Industrial Co. warehouse. You should have largely cleared the streets of zombies, so sprint as much as you can here. You can opt to pick up the machine gun here from near the gas station, but you're better off just sprinting straight to the warehouse. The closest entrance is to your left at the blue door. Jump or climb the stairs to get inside. Now head left and grab the shock dozer power-up. You'll need to smash this through the fences and then drop down to the ramp below. Once again, this is a simple task of driving the shock dozer straight back to the Wrench-O-Rama. One final vehicle. This one is northeast. Clear zombies along the way as you work to the northern street. You should spam the hurricane kick. The final vehicle has several bikers around it. You can choose to super them and take them down, or just go for the fork work power-up. Once you're inside, avoid the ramps inside the construction site and instead just drive through and around to the Wrench-O-Rama. That's round 2 completed. Easy peasy. South Almuda's bonus round is very straightforward. This is just a matter of running from left to right. You'll need to clear zombies with a hurricane kick and your super will make short work of them. I'll go over this part in more detail later on. This part is extremely straightforward. Just clear out the zombies and move to your right and tackle any resistance that comes your way. Eventually you'll make it to the end of the bridge. Round 4 is up next. The goal was to get the last arcade machine and here we are. You can and should attempt to beat this round, but don't sweat it if you don't. I know I didn't. Start by heading forward and into the bus depot. You should then head inside and take out the first big bomb. Destroy any nearby zombies as you do this. Once that first bomb is toast, you should leave the bus depot. Your goal is to head to the strip club, Speedy's G-Spot. This is to your left. Feel free to clear zombies around the area and smash the nearby chests for extra zenny. Not that you're really gonna need it. Now kill your way through the streets until you reach the strip club. Head inside and you'll find the Final Fight arcade machine by the stairs on your right. This will get you the Arcade Collector achievement for collecting all of the arcade machines. That's basically where I'm ending South Almuda for now. I actually ended up failing here. I timed out before I destroyed the last bomb. You should make an attempt to get through, but don't feel bad if you fail. But I'm moving on to the most grind-heavy segment of Super Dead Rising 3. Those Vancouver boys just couldn't help themselves, and made this part extremely grind-heavy. You'll need to unlock and play as every costume to make progress on the Super achievement for using every costume's special attack. You'll also need to complete districts with each character to make progress for unlocking the costumes themselves. Let's go ahead and finish out Nick. You should head into Ingleton once again. It's the easiest and fastest district. You should have the criteria fulfilled for Edward Falcon done. So purchase the costume and, well, start Ingleton. You need to finish Ingleton as Edward Falcon, so just head through. Make sure to use your super for progress on the Super achievement. Edward Falcon's best attack is the Power Rocket. Just spam it after you've used your super. I'm not going to go into any details here. You've completed Ingleton at least 3 times already. Your score and ranking doesn't matter. Only completion, so just fire through Ingleton as fast as you're able to. Once you're finished, you can check Edward Falcon off the list. Now you should head back to the main menu and start up a new round of Ingleton, and unlock Nick's disgusting Felicia costume. You'll want to do the exact same process. You should enter Ingleton, use Felicia's super at least once, and then finish Ingleton with any ranking. Once you're done that, you'll have completed all of Nick's costumes. You'll get the Nick's Wardrobe achievement for buying all of Nick's costumes. This is a simple stepping stone since we need every costume. Now it's time to move down to Annie and work your way left to right, running through Ingleton over and over again. Start with basic Annie and get yourself through Ingleton, making sure to use your super at least 1 time for achievement progress. Again, just get through Ingleton as fast as possible. Don't care about your score. Now you should purchase Schoolgirl Annie and make your way through Ingleton again. Use your super at least once as you do this. Nick and Annie's first and second costumes have the same supers, but make sure that you use them both to make sure. Regardless, once you're done, keep working your way down the list. You should have the requirements for Regina fulfilled now, so purchase her. You'll want to complete Ingleton 1 more time as Regina. Regina is probably Annie's best costume, but she's generally the worst character. Use your super when you can, and get through Ingleton 1 more time. You should now have the criteria unlocked for Chun-Li. Purchase her and head into Ingleton once again. Head through Ingleton and make sure to use Chun-Li's super attack at least once. Once again, just get through Ingleton as fast as humanly possible and don't worry about your score. Runs through Ingleton should take about 18 minutes or so. It's really unfortunate how long the score screens take because, man, it's really draining after a while. Once you're done with Chun-Li, unlock and swap to Nina. You'll need an S rank on Central City for this, but you should have been able to do that on your first pass through. Nina is pretty awful to play, but thankfully Ingleton doesn't actually have a lot of requirements for actually using your character. It's a lot of vehicle stuff. Nina's definitely more of a support character for multiplayer. Just use the vehicles when you can and spam supers when you have to. That's Annie completed. You'll get the achievement Annie's Wardrobe for buying every costume. And you guessed it, Chuck is up next. Start with his default costume as usual, and work your way through Ingleton once again. Use Chuck's super at least one time, and then finish Ingleton. Next is Terror is Reality Chuck. Pay the Zenny to unlock it, and head back into Ingleton. Make sure to use the super at least once as you run through. Now finish Ingleton with any ranking, and you're done with Terror is Reality Chuck forever. New lobby. Unlock the next costume. This is Shoma from Rival Schools. Kinda surprised they didn't pick Best Girl Tiffany as the Rival Girls representative, but here we go. Once again, just head through Ingleton as fast as humanly possible. Spam the slide and make sure you use a super at least one time for credit for the super achievement. And that's one more costume down. Restart the game and select Ingleton once again. This time unlock Sigma and head in. You will absolutely want to familiarize yourself with Sigma specifically. This is because he's by far and wide the best and easiest character to S-rank maps with. If for whatever reason you haven't S-ranked the previous maps as Ryu Nick, you can use Sigma to finish the job. But for right now, just make sure you use the Sigma Crusher to get through Ingleton one more time with any ranking. Next up will be Chuck's final costume. This is Captain Commando. Once again, just enter Ingleton and complete it with any ranking. Make absolutely sure to use the super at least one time, and you're done with Chuck. You'll get the achievement Chuck's Wardrobe for unlocking all of his costumes as well. Keep Sigma in mind, we'll be coming back to him later on. Dear old Frank is up next. Nothing has changed, work your way from left to right. Start with default Frank and work through Ingleton once again. Make sure to use Frank's super, and then finish Ingleton with any ranking. Once you're done that, it's time for the next costume. Surfbot Frank is up next. Purchase it and play through Ingleton yet again. Use the super at least one time, even though it should be the same as regular Frank. Regardless, finish Ingleton again, use your super, and move on to the next costume. Unlock Hager from Final Fight. Play through Ingleton as the mayor, Mike Hager, and use your super at least one time for the super achievement progress. Finish Ingleton again and move on. 2 more Frank costumes left. Unlock BB Hood from Darkstalkers, and head back through Ingleton again. BB Hood's super is extremely good, but the character's pretty lackluster otherwise. Whatever. Finish Ingleton, and you're done all that you can do for now. That's, 18 minutes per playthrough of Ingleton times 16 costumes? Should only take you about 5 hours of very focused playing. Oh well, the majority of the progress is done at this point. All that's left is to complete South Almuda with an S ranking, and then use Frank's final costume. Time for some revenge on South Almuda. South Almuda is the most complicated district, so you may want to go ahead and watch the full raw gameplay playthrough first. May give you some insight. I'll walk you through it here as usual though. Sigma's the best character for this, so select South Almuda and choose Sigma from Chuck's costumes and start the district. You've done this before, but I'll reiterate for the sake of making the video even longer. My forte. Smashing military caches once again. Immediately start by heading to your left. Head for the military cache. Your best bet is to spam a combination of scythe slashing and your laser eyes. Laser eyes does a lot of damage and destroys zombies in a cone, so it's especially strong for clearing groups, and as a result, getting lots of points. After that's finished, work your way south into Rocket's Red Glare. Spam laser eyes to clear hordes of zombies. Once you're finished, head south and grab the electric staff. Use the electric staff to destroy the next military cache and kill as many zombies nearby as possible. When you're done, jump the barricade and start working on the next military crate in front of the warehouse. Bikers will come to attack you. You should be able to knock them over with basic scythe attacks and finish them off with laser eyes. This should be a fairly straightforward exercise. When that's clear, head into the warehouse and take on the next cache. This should be a quick in and out. Destroy the cache and head back outside. Once you're out, head northwest towards Bob's Super Tires. Points shouldn't be much of an issue, so just beeline all the way there. You can pass by or grab the Yashi-Chi for points, and then take out the nearby drones for even more points. Now head through Bob's Super Tires to find the next military cache on the street. Use the laser eyes to clear the zombies while damaging the cache. Head east this time and take out the next military cache. Clear as many zombies as you can along the way. Once it's finally cleared, kill zombies and double back towards Annie's old-fashioned XXX shop. Head inside and pass into the back room. The last military cache is here. Take out the supply crates and clear as many zombies as you can while the round ends for bonus points. Round 2 is once again returning vehicles to the Rencho-Rama. This will be exactly the same as last time. Your goal is to turn right and head all the way to the end of the street. You can use your super to clear through swaths of zombies. Alternatively, you can resort to scythe swings and laser eyes. Just clear yourself a path and make a beeline for the junk bike. Don't bother messing around, just get this junk bike back to the Rencho-Rama. Next up is the Party Slapper, so you should head to the southern streets. Clear the zombies here, and when you get to the slew of football bomb zombies, use a Sigma Crusher to avoid the damage. Grab the Party Slapper now and get it back to the Rencho-Rama. If you're damaged from the football zombies, you can head back into the office and grab the health. Now make your way towards Huge Industrial Co. This is another final opportunity to get the 250 kills achievement if you missed it. You should clear through the streets as you work your way to the Big Buck construction site. Use a combination of laser eyes and Sigma Crusher to amass a huge kill count. You should work your way to the electric staff once again. I managed to get another 250 kill count before I even reached the electric staff, so you know what, that's pretty cool. Afterwards, you'll be close to the military truck. Go ahead and climb up and get onto the roof of the in-progress building. Now you should pick up the Roller Hog power-up. Once again, drive this off the ramp and then haul yourself to the Rencho-Rama to drop it off. After that absolute massacre, the streets should be mostly clear. You'll want to sprint those sweet little buns back to the Zip gas station on the right side now. Dodge the flaming helmet zombies and pick up the turret rig. Use it to clear any stragglers and return to the Rencho-Rama. Time for the Huge Industrial Co. Shock Dozer. Sprint up the street once again. This is just a straight shot eastbound. Dodge the large door and instead head through the small blue entrance on the left side. Continue to the north side now and grab some healing if you need it, and then get in the Shock Dozer power-up. Drive this through the shelving and drop down to the ramp below. Now just drive forward and head back to the Rencho-Rama. One final vehicle to pick up. Head northeast towards the liquor store. Clear zombies in your way using laser eyes, but make sure that you're not wasting too much time. I opted for a detour to grab the S-Tank at the top of the close building under construction. Then I doubled back for the missile launcher. This is optional, and I would probably not recommend doing it. Afterwards, I went and grabbed the fork work, ignoring the bikers. I wanted to be cute here, but I actually managed to get the fork work stuck. Avoid this by not going this way. 40 seconds left and I decided to bail out. This is a quick double back. 26 seconds to get the fork work back and going the correct way this time around. 17 seconds left and that's round 2 finished. Yes, I didn't play well, but I still managed to get an S rank on this, trust me. And you know what? If I did this badly, imagine how good you can do. Round 3 is up again, and it's the left to right bonus round. I'll go into it in more detail this time around. Start by running to your right and blasting everything with your laser eyes. There's an S-Tank nearby. Use the Sigma Crusher to destroy a large group of zombies and then double back for the S-Tank. Continue clearing zombies as you run right. Dodge the Tofu Tank and clear through the large horde of zombies. This is all to accumulate as many points as possible. You should use the Sigma Crusher to move forward, and then laser eyes to clear zombies that you passed. It ends up working pretty well. I managed to rack up another 200-ish kill count, but you should just keep working right and clearing zombies. You'll be stopped and you'll have to deal with some bikers. Grab the nearby electric staff to clear them out quickly. Now use whatever remaining ammo you have to kill the zombies in your way. A quick Sigma Crusher and some laser eyes will take out the remainder. There's a minigun nearby. Grab it and use it to run and gun to your right. Avoid the power-ups on the trucks, they're just not worth picking up. But do make sure to grab the S-Tank along the way. Once zombie density starts up again, resort to laser eyes and the Sigma Crusher to clear a path. Once you've cleared a good amount, continue to your right. This time you need to deal with some drones. Drones do have some awkward hit detection, so use the Sigma Crusher or Scythe to dispatch them more easily. There are a few waves. Just continue taking them out and you'll be done. Grab the Zenny from the end and wait for the timer to tick down, and that's the end of the round. Round 4 is up next, and this is destroying the bombs. This is a lot easier as Sigma, trust me. Start by immediately heading left into the bus depot. Smash through the initial cluster of zombies and then start unloading on the big bomb. It should go down very, very quickly with Sigma's raw power. Grab the POW power up on the way out and refill on the S-tank on your left. Make your way back to the strip club now. You can use the Sigma Crusher and refill with an S-tank nearby. Sweep the streets with Laser Eyes and Sigma Crusher for additional points before entering the strip club. On the stage there's another bomb. Trash this one quickly and then double back outside. If you skip the arcade machine the first time, you should definitely pick it up now. Use the Sigma Crusher nearby to get out of the horde and pick up the POW nearby. Your goal now is to get to the huge Industrial Co. warehouse. You should avoid combat as much as possible. You will need to clear a horde in front of the warehouse though. After clearing the horde, head inside and make a straight shot for the bomb. You can use the option A to quickly destroy it and hopefully any zombies immediately around you. Double back to the north side and exit the warehouse. You'll need to cross the street and head left into the power plant now. The bomb is hidden in the back of the power plant, so work your way there, killing zombies along the way. Once you get to the bomb, you know what to do. Destroy it and cleave through any zombies nearby as well for points. Now double back to the street now. 3 more bombs spawn, but you should head left to go northbound first. Use the Sigma Crusher to destroy the special zombie and group immediately on the street. Now head east towards the illegal safe house. You should skip the Tofu power-up trap. Use your Sigma Crusher liberally to head to the train station and the next bomb. A super zombie will spawn here, but you should ignore it. Just focus on destroying the bomb and clearing the zombies around. I managed to get a lucky S-tank drop from a zombie. Once you've cleared the bomb, head back westbound. Pick up the nearby electric staff and use it as you head up the stairs. Clear zombies using the electric staff until it breaks. You should then focus your attention on the second to last bomb. Once you've cleared the bomb at the train station, head south down the stairs. Try not to miss the S-tank like I did. Now you just need to head to the south bridge. The final bomb is here. Focus your efforts on destroying it to complete the round. Now do your best to clear as many zombies as possible before the round ends for some extra points. That's round 4. This is new content, and round 5 is a little bit of a doozy. This is a fairly standard Capcom boss rush. You'll have to start by defeating a slew of bikers. These guys are actually really easy. A simple combo will knock them over, and then use whatever you want to take them down, but save your super. Because next is a super zombie. This is again fairly easy. Grab the nearby machine gun and use it to unload into the super zombie. You should have enough ammo to defeat it. You should just focus on kiting it around so it doesn't gain invincibility frames. Next up are 2 super zombies. Yikes. Head to the right side and grab yourself the electric staff this time around. The electric staff can and will hit both zombies. Once again, kite them to avoid them going invincible. You should be able to defeat them both easily here using 1 electric staff. You should double back to the S-tank to replenish your super. A shadow boss will spawn next. Grab the rocket launcher nearby and start blasting it at Akuma. You should shoot its shadow boss until all your ammo is depleted. You'll want to make liberal use of your super here. You can also find another machine gun to use. You should focus all of your shots into trying to hit Akuma, but he will dodge a lot of them. You can catch Akuma with the Sigma Crusher and Laser Eyes to deal a lot of damage, but he will dodge a lot of your attacks. If you feel the need, you can retreat into the plane hangar for more power-ups. There's a full heal, POW, as well as another missile launcher in here. You should use the missile launcher to defeat the shadow boss here. Just unload it into him and he should go down. And that was just the first. Now you'll have to deal with 3 more shadow bosses. Whew. One was hard enough as far as I'm concerned. Head back into the plane hangar and make sure you pick up the various power-ups. Once again, there's a full heal, S-tank, an option A, and a super armor. You should collect these before you take on the triple Akumas. This is easily the hardest part of the game, by a huge margin. 1 Akuma was bad enough, 3 is a lot. Head to the other side of the port of South Almuda and grab yourself an electric staff. Try and get as much damage on the 3 stacked shadow bosses as you can using this electric staff. Once it's depleted, you'll have to resort to damage through other means. Try not to get stuck here like I did. If you ever do get stuck, you should immediately use a super. Don't just sit around taking unnecessary damage. You should immediately drop your option A and start spamming Sigma Crushers into the Shadow Boss horde. You can then run around for more power-ups. There's an S-Tank and POW nearby as well as another shield. You can use your laser eyes and your Sigma Crusher to put out some serious damage on all 3 shadow bosses. Things may start to look bleak, but as long as you can kill 1 shadow boss, it'll drop a full health on death. Continue to spam Sigma Crusher and refill on an S-Tank as needed. 2 shadow bosses down. Continue spamming your Sigma Crusher and laser eyes. Finally, try and grab the last S-Tank and destroy the final shadow boss. There should be a nearby missile launcher and a machine gun that you passed over near the electric staff, so feel free to double back and use it if you're having problems. Otherwise, spamming the Sigma Crusher and the laser eyes will work just fine. Once you've defeated the last shadow boss, grab your full health and it's time for the last boss. A zombified General Hemlock cosplaying as M. Bison, or Dictator. This fight's pretty awkward, but start off by grabbing the nearby S-Tank to fill up your super. You will want to save your super to use the invincibility frames to avoid the Dictator's psycho-energy based attacks. When Dictator is not attacking, use the laser eyes and scythe slashes to deal damage. When an attack is primed, use the Sigma Crusher to avoid it. Both S-Tanks and health will periodically spawn, so refill as needed. You should be able to take out Dictator fairly painlessly, but it is a pretty lengthy fight. Spam your combos, and when the attacks are coming down, drop a Sigma Crusher. You will likely need to refill your super a few times during this fight. Through spamming your super and laser eyes, you should be able to complete the fight without dying. That being said, if you do die, well, just buy back in. You'll lose your perfect bonus, but that's small time. It's like 5,000 points. It's barely anything. You will need about 1,850,000 points for an S rank. I ended up at a healthy 2,256,000 without too much strain, outside of round 5's hecticness, of course. That's South Almuda completed with an S rank. You'll get 3 achievements here back to back. You'll get the Kill Screen Coming Up achievement for completing South Almuda. You'll also get the World Warrior achievement for clearing every district. Finally, you'll get the District Wizard achievement for S-ranking every district. If you did not S-rank a district yet for any reason, you'll need to go back and do so now. Try out various costumes to see which is the best, but I can tell you right now that it's Sigma. That was the final meaningful piece of content left to do, but there's still just a little bit more to complete for all the achievements in Super Dead Rising 3. Now, finally, with your S rank in South Almuda, you just have to unlock the last Frank costume. This is Soki from Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Why that got picked, I have absolutely no idea. Anyways, buy Soki and you'll get 2 achievements immediately. First, you'll get Frank's wardrobe for purchasing all of Frank's outfits. Then you'll get the whole crew achievement for unlocking everyone's entire wardrobe. Now, you should head into Ingleton one last time as the only costume you haven't played as yet. Soki, of course. This is just a matter of slashing zombies until you can use Soki's super. That's the final task, is just using Soki's super. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough meter to use my super in the first segment. Off to the cemetery, I guess. At the cemetery, you can pick up an easy S-Tank and then you can use your super. This will unlock the super achievement for using every character's super. A very lengthy endeavor to be sure. Now you're finished. You can simply stop playing now. I'm a glutton for punishment, so of course I finished out the district. One final celebratory play session before I shelf this game forever. Whether or not you finish Ingleton, that's Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX+Alpha, all achievements completed. It is a little unfortunate that the achievements are just another grind fest, because this is actually a pretty fun game to clear through in an afternoon. Probably even more fun in multiplayer. Obviously, if you haven't finished the multiplayer achievements, that's something you can choose to do if you wish. Thank you for watching, everybody. A special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Your support goes a long way with helping the channel out. We're currently on a campaign to reach 1,000 supporters on Patreon, and every single dollar adds up. Otherwise, you can leave a super thanks on this or any one of my videos. I'm not picky. You can also become a channel member for some fun little emotes and a special badge during live streams. You can even subscribe to YouTube Premium. It helps me out, and it gives you an ad-free viewing experience on YouTube. That is a win-win. If you like the Dead Rising content, you can check out the Dead Rising playlist. This features multiple video guides on how to rescue all of the survivors, and how to get all of the achievements for the Dead Rising series. Hours of fun for the whole family. You can also like and subscribe for more Dead Rising content coming. Thank you for watching.